Hello and welcome to another weekly roundup. Now, obviously the big news of the week is I've been to the hairdressers. Hooray! After I posted last week's video, I attended Craig Wilkinson's EBA, that's Elite Business Academy, which was a great mixture of networking and tips for business owners. It was a really good event, and if you'd like to know about future events that Craig is holding, then I recommend you join his free Facebook group. Just search for Elite Business Academy on Facebook. On Monday this week, I attended the Be Successful at Business Networking Online meetup, which is run by Stephen Finn and Lady Adi. Stephen always shares tips for making the most out of LinkedIn, and there are a couple of breakout rooms for networking and discussions. The meetings are held monthly, so if you'd like to come along to the next one, then look for Be Successful at Business Networking Online on LinkedIn. My first training in voiceover was through a company called Edge Studio when I was living in the States. Edge are based in New York, but thanks to the power of the internet, they can now train voice actors all over the world. I've kept in touch with Edge CEO David Goldberg since I did my training and kept him up to date with how my career is progressing. A while ago, he asked me if I would consider becoming one of their coaches, and this week I started my coach training. Every Edge coach is first trained by David personally, so he vets everyone who works for him. I've completed that stage this week, and now I'm going to shadow some other coaches before I'm let loose on my own students. The University of Lincoln are offering support and funding to businesses in the Greater Lincolnshire area. I had a chat this week with Gary Mumby, who is the Business Development Officer at the university, about the Productivity Hubs programme. The university are looking to reach out to interesting businesses that they haven't worked with before. So if you're in this part of the country and could do with some business help or funding or networking opportunities even, then get in touch with Gary. Yesterday afternoon, I attended the Spark Grimsby meeting, which is for people in the creative sector locally. It was a very interesting in-conversation session with the guys from Event Show Support and was all about getting the events and entertainment industry going again post-COVID. Guidelines are still somewhat woolly, and their best advice is not to plan to run anything before the 21st of June, and even then we should probably expect dates to shift a little. This week, the world's largest conference for voiceover, VO Atlanta, is taking place. Of course, it's online this year and not in Atlanta, Georgia, which is a shame, but it does mean it's much cheaper to attend. I was thrilled to be selected as a speaker at this year's conference, and last night I gave my presentation, which was called "If You're Not Working, You Should Try Networking." I wasn't hopeful of a large audience because my talk was on at the same time as the very popular directors panel, but there were over 40 people in the room. They were very attentive and asked some great questions at the end, and I've had some lovely feedback from people who attended, so if you were one of those people, thank you very much for coming. The conference goes on until Sunday, so I've got lots more sessions to attend yet. The time difference is a bit of an issue because after 10 o'clock at night I can't take anything in, and the sessions go on into the early hours of our time. However, it's all being recorded and I can catch up in the coming weeks. That's it, we're rounded up for another week. I'll see you next Friday.